When you grab a bottle of cooking oil, you're probably just thinking about what's for dinner. But what if that oil was so much more? What if it was a little bottle of history, of wellness, and of culture? Well, today we're putting two truly ancient oils head to head, Niger seed and sesame. And trust me, they have very different stories to tell. But before we can even think about comparing them, we have to talk about how they're made. See, the secret to unlocking their real power is this incredible ancient method, the bull-driven ganoga. Now, this is the complete opposite of a modern factory. There's no high-heat industrial process here. It's slow, it's cool, and it's all about gently pressing the oil to keep every single nutrient intact. This traditional method, it's the key to everything. All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to start by tracing their very different family roots. Then we'll throw them into a nutritional showdown and a no-holds-barred kitchen clash. After that, we'll see what they can do beyond the frying pan. And finally, we'll help you figure out your perfect oil match. Let's get into it. First things first, to really get what makes these oils tick, we have to go back to the very beginning. We need to understand where they come from, not just from the ground, but from their cultures too. Okay, so get this. These two oils aren't even distant cousins. They're from completely different plant families. Niger seed comes from the same family as the sunflower, and it's a humble, hard-working staple in tribal communities across India and Ethiopia. Sesame, on the other hand, well, it's one of the oldest oil seeds on the planet, with these incredibly deep roots in Ayurveda and Vedic tradition. You could almost say one is a tribal workhorse, and the other is ancient royalty. So because they come from such different backgrounds, it probably won't surprise you that what's inside the bottle is also completely different. It's time for a nutritional showdown. All right, this is where things get really interesting. Niger oil is absolutely loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. We're talking around 70% of its entire profile. Now that makes it highly unsaturated, which also means it oxidizes. It goes rancid way, way faster. But then you look at sesame oil, and it has this beautiful, natural balance of omega-6 and omega-9. And that balance is the secret to why it's so naturally stable. And I mean, just look at this difference. It's not even close. Niger oil's omega-6 content completely towers over sesame's. We're talking almost double. This one single fact has huge implications for how you should use each oil, which we are absolutely getting to in just a minute. But hold on. It's not just about the fatty acids. Each oil has its own little team of special compounds. Niger oil brings in some great players, like vitamin E and phytosterols, which are fantastic for heart health. But sesame oil, it has two unique superstar antioxidants called sesamin and sesamol. These two are the real MVPs. They're what gives sesame oil its incredible stability and a ton of its therapeutic benefits. Not to mention valuable minerals like calcium and zinc. So we've got their backstory, we know what they're made of, but what about the kitchen, right? This is the real test. How do they actually perform when the heat is on? Let's settle it with the ultimate kitchen clash. Let's just cut to the chase. This is the question everybody wants to know when they're picking out a cooking oil. Which one can handle the heat? Which one is actually the best for frying? Okay, so at first glance, you might look at this and think, easy. Niger oil has a higher smoke point, it must be better for frying. But that's not the whole story. The real game changer here is stability. Remember how Niger oil is packed with that unstable omega-6? Well, that means it breaks down really fast under heat, making it a poor choice for deep frying. It's really a specialty finishing oil, amazing on chutneys and salads. Ganuga sesame oil, with its natural stability, is the true versatile kitchen champion. It's perfect for everything from your daily cooking to deep frying. But honestly, the kitchen is just one chapter of their stories. For oils like these, their roles in traditional wellness are just as important, if not more so. So let's explore what they do when they're not anywhere near a frying pan. Niger oil really shines as this practical, down-to-earth folk remedy. In traditional medicine, it's the go-to for helping with digestion, for soothing painful joints, and even for healing the skin. Its phytosterols are known to help with cholesterol. And get this, as a nod to its utilitarian roots, it was even used as lamp oil in rural homes. It's a true, hardworking folk staple. And then there's sesame. In the world of Ayurveda, it's not just another oil. It holds the revered, incredible title of Tela Raja, which means the king of oils. That one phrase tells you everything you need to know about its status. And believe me, it earns that royal title. In Ayurveda, it's the foundation for Abhyanga, this amazing full-body massage that deeply nourishes your skin, nerves, and muscles. It's used in powerful detox practices like oil pulling. Its calcium and zinc are believed to strengthen bones and joints from the inside out, and it even transcends the body, playing a sacred role in temple rituals. We're talking about wellness on a completely different level here. So after all that, how in the world do you choose? Let's wrap this all up by helping you find your perfect oil match. Because it's really not about one being better. It's about finding the right oil for the right job. Let's boil it all down for a super quick recap. You've got Niger oil, a tribal tradition, less stable, and at its best for light uses like salads and dressings. Then you've got Ganuga sesame oil, steeped in Vedic and Ayurvedic culture, naturally stable, and a total all-star for everything from cooking and frying to deep therapeutic practices. So here's the bottom line. Niger oil is a fantastic, heart-friendly specialty oil. It's a wonderful thing to have in your pantry for those specific finishing touches. But bowl-driven Ganuga sesame oil, that is the holistic gold standard. It's the versatile, stable, deeply therapeutic oil for your everyday life. At the end of the day, it comes down to this. When you pick up one of these traditionally made oils, you're choosing more than just a cooking fat. You are choosing a history. You're choosing a culture. So the real question isn't which oil is better, but which tradition are you embracing with every single drop?